Hello friends, today I am going to study material costing. Material costing one of the most important chapters. Under these chapters we have to study how to minimize material cost at optimal utilizations, that is at requirement of the raw material we can easily consume the raw material, that is the material costing. The what you we have to study about the material cost minimize minimize at optimal utilization utilization at optimal utilization. What this means, optimal utilizations means when we need of raw material, we can consume it without any problem. That is the optimal utilization problem, without any problem. When you need the raw material we can use without any problem, and we have to minimize the cost. Under this chapter we have to study some concepts. I'm going to make you understand. I'm going to show you the concepts of what we are going to study in these chapters, how many questions I will solve in my videos, and how many questions solved questions I will provide to you for material costing, that I'm going to make you understand. Okay, thank you. देखिए, first concepts. These are the concepts we have to study here, and solved questions, unsolved questions, and solved question are given. Unsolved question means in my assignment there are some unsolved questions that I will solve under this lectures, and these are the questions are given for the practice purpose. These questions are given for the practice purpose. So on each concept I have bifurcated. Unsolved question means which question I am going to solve in this video, and these are questions for the practice purpose. These are the questions for the practice purpose. Now questions based on EOQ, types of stock levels, I will make you understand what are these concepts you have to study. Questions based on a stock out, optimal level of safety stock, appropriate suppliers of the raw material, stores ledgers on FIFO LIFO weighted average, material turnover ratio, input output ratio, back order cost, and ABC analysis, raw material purchase. These are the concepts which you have to study. Okay. Now, first I am going to give the definition. What is the material? So material means that is the one type material, raw material. This is a commodity. Commodity. It is used by organization for final product for final. This is a raw material. Okay, there are two types of raw material, that is the direct raw material and indirect raw material. Okay, that is written here. Okay, this is the commodity which is used by the organizations is said to be material. There are two types of raw materials, that is the direct raw material, indirect raw material. i have already I have already taught what is the direct raw material. I have indirect raw material into introduction chapters. You can understand from there. Otherwise, I am going to make you understand here. Direct raw material means the material which is easily identified with each Product wise, the material which is required, that is said to be the direct raw material. For example, suppose 1 kg product required 2 kg raw material. In this case, what will happen? If we are going to produce 3 kg product, then 3 into 2, that equal to 6 kg raw material. If we are going to produce 5 kg product, then for 5 kg we need 5 into 2, that is equal to 10 kg raw material. Exactly the same, if we can identify before production, if you are going to produce 15 kg raw material, then this much 15 kg product, then this much raw material is required. When this type of raw material are here, in that case, that is said to be the direct raw material, that is said to be the direct raw material. Now the question is indirect material, indirect raw material. What is the indirect raw material? There are several raw materials which is used by the organization that is not identified with the product, is said to be the indirect raw material. Like lubricant oil, lubricant oil, it cannot be identified with the directly production of the product. Like engine lubricant oil, or other example I can give you, fevicol, fevicol for making a chairs. Yeah, this there are several examples. Okay, under material cost we need three types of cost. One, when you purchase the material, the purchase cost is incurred. Ordering cost means you will purchase raw material and bringing the raw material from the supplier house warehouses to your warehouse, that is the ordering cost. And other is the carrying cost. Carrying cost means the raw material which you are going to hold the raw material in your store, that is a carrying cost. So material cost include purchase cost of raw material, ordering cost of raw material, carrying cost of raw material. Okay, and now the material cost, controlling of material cost. This is the main objective, controlling the material cost. Controlling these three costs, we have to study how to control purchase cost of raw material, ordering cost of raw material, carrying cost of raw material, effective and efficient way, so that we can produce our product effectively, as well as we can reduce our cost. Okay, now we are going to make you understand economic order quantity. Economic order quantity, the objective of economic order quantity, how to minimize purchase cost of raw material, ordering cost, and carrying cost. This is the main things. So economic order quantity means this is the order size. Order size for purchasing raw material. Purchasing raw material. Try to understand. Suppose annual consumption is required. Annual consumption of raw material. Annual consumption of raw material is 20,000 kg. 20,000 kg. You can purchase 20,000 kg at once. One order. One order. Means order size would be 20,000. The order size would be 20,000. You will purchase in two times 10,000. In four orders, order size would be divided by 4, that is the 5,000. In 5 order size would be 4,000. Now try to understand. Either we can purchase at once in a year, that is the 20,000 units directly will purchase one times, or you will purchase 10,000 two times, or you purchase 5,000 four times on your requirement of raw material. Either you can purchase 5 times 4,000 each. Now the question is, what will be the order size? What will be the order size, so that our cost will decrease? Our cost will decrease. That order size is fine. That order size is calculated by using economic order of quantity concept. Economic order quantity concept. Economic order quantity concept shows the order size, purchase order size of raw material, purchase order size of raw material at which ordering cost plus carrying cost is least. Ordering cost plus carrying cost least. That is the economic order quantity. Ordering cost plus carrying cost. Suppose economic order quantity is of 5,000 units. What this means? If order size is 4,000, if order size is more than 4,000, that equal to 10,000. In this case, ordering cost plus carrying cost at 4,000 order, ordering cost plus carrying cost at 10,000 orders is higher than ordering cost plus carrying cost at 5,000 orders. Ordering cost or carrying cost at 5,000 orders means this is a least ordering cost. Least, it will be higher. At this also it will be higher. This will be the higher. What this means, this is the economic order quantity. Economic order quantity means that quantity order size at which ordering cost plus carrying cost at this ordering cost plus carrying cost, ordering cost plus carrying cost is lower, at that order size is said to be the economic order quantity. As well as at economic order quantity, ordering cost is equal to carrying cost. Ordering cost is equal to carrying cost. Okay. Now the question is, what is the ordering cost? What is the ordering cost? Ordering cost means order placed. What is the ordering cost? Ordering cost means, what is the ordering cost? Suppose here you are. Here is a supplier. You place order for supplying the raw material. Supplier will supply your raw material. The ordering cost incurred from the stage of placing order to the stage of raw material come in your raw material, these all cost under these periods is said to be ordering cost. From the stage of placing order, when you will place the orders and supplier will supply the raw material in your storehouse, all these cost incurred is said to be ordering cost, is said to be ordering cost. Are you getting this? Look at it. It is the cost incurred from the stage of placing order to the stage of final raw material come to the product your store is said to be the ordering cost. In what cost are included here? Look at here. What cost? Suppose you will place the orders. In placing the order, there may be some cost. That cost incurred. Okay. Supplier supply the raw material. Transportation cost incurred. Insurance cost incurred, loading unloading cost incurred, handling cost incurred. These all costs are related to the ordering cost. These all costs are related to the ordering cost. These costs incurred in each and every orders, in each and every orders. These costs are calculated. This is generally represented by O. O into number of order. Number of order. This is the ordering cost per order. Ordering cost per order, number of order. This is the way to calculate the ordering cost. Okay. Now, what costs are incurred here? Transportation cost, loading, unloading cost, handling cost, insurance cost. If there is any taxes, that is the taxes cost. Okay. Now, this is the ordering cost per order is taken. It is represented by O. It is represented by O. Ordering cost per order is taken. It is represented by O. Okay. You will make your notes. Now, the second is the carrying cost. The carrying cost means, suppose this is your warehouse, stores. This is your stores. In your store, there are materials. To holding the raw material in your stores, there must be incurred some cost. There must incurred some cost. There must incur some cost. These costs are said to be carrying cost. These costs are said to be carrying cost. Suppose there must be incurred some cost, that these costs are said to be carrying cost. The carrying cost means those costs which incur, which is considered to holding the raw material into the stores. So what type of expenditure will incur? Like storeman rent, storeman salaries, stores rent, heating and lighting of the stores. One expenditure, that is the working capital of financial expenditure. Suppose carrying cost is always calculated per unit per annum, per unit per annum. What this means, per unit per annum, what this means? This means that how much cost incurred during holding raw material in 1 year per 1 unit, per unit per annum, per unit per annum. To hold 1 unit 1 year, how much cost incurred? That is the carrying cost. It is generally represented by C. It is generally represented by C. In stores, there are average cost incurred, average storage. The average storage means what? Average stock. The per unit post cost is multiplied with average stock. Generally, average stock is taken EOQ, order size. EOQ means order size divided by 2. Generally, this is taken. These all are written here. The carry cost. The cost which is incurred during holding the raw material, storage of the raw material at store is said to be the carrying cost. These costs are store rent, storeman salary, heat and light, financial expenditure during the maintaining stores, that I am already mentioned here. The carrying cost is incurred per unit per annum. It is represented by C. It is represented by C. So what is C? C is carrying cost per unit per annum. Total carrying cost is calculated. Total carrying cost equal to average inventory into C. Average inventory into C. 1 unit for holding 1 unit for 1 year. What is the cost? That is the C. Average inventory. Generally, we assume that average inventory we have to hold into the stock. We have to hold into the stock. Average inventory we have to hold into the stock. That is the average inventory. Average inventory into C. Generally, average inventory is represented by EOQ divided by 2 into C. EOQ divided by 2 into C. That is the order size. Order size divided by 2 into C, that is the EOQ. This is the EOQ. Carrying cost per unit per annum, it is calculated on the total average inventory. Generally, average inventory order size of the two. Okay. Now, EOQ. What is the EOQ? Already I have mentioned this is the order size at which ordering cost and carrying cost is lower. It is the order size of raw material at which the sum of ordering cost and carrying cost is lower than any other order size. It is given by this. What is A? A is annual consumption, ordering cost, carrying cost. Okay. Now it is calculated. For example, I have given here. Suppose annual consumption is 20,000, ordering cost rupees 1875, carrying cost rupees 3 per unit per annum. Okay. Now we may place the order 1000. How many orders we have to place in a year? 20 orders, because 20,000 units is required. If you are going to place 1000 orders, then 20 orders, the number of ordering costs incurred for 20 times in a year. 20 times in a year. Similarly, suppose you are going to place the order 2000, how many orders you have to place? 20,000 divided by 2000, that equal to 10 orders you have to place. This is a 10 orders. Similarly, 4,000, 5 orders you have to place. 5 times you have to purchase the raw materials. it means the lower the order size, ordering cost will be higher, ordering cost will be higher, because here you have to pay 20 times ordering cost, here you have to pay 10 times ordering cost, here you have to pay 5 times ordering cost, here you have to pay 4 times ordering cost, here you have to pay 2 times ordering cost, here you have to pay 1 times ordering cost. The size of the orders increase, size of order increase, ordering cost decrease, ordering cost, size of the order increase, here ordering cost decrease, ordering cost decrease. Okay, suppose average inventory 1000 units we are going to place, divided by 2, that is the 500. 2000 average inventory means this is calculated for the carrying cost. Generally this carrying cost is for 1 unit per annum, 1 unit per annum. Now average inventory, generally this is multiplied with the average inventory. What is the logic behind this is multiplied with average inventory? Generally it is assumed that average stock incurred each and every moment, average stock incurred each and every moment. Suppose I'm going to make you understand here. This is the store. Suppose this is a stores. Okay, sometimes level of raw material is here, 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 sometimes level of raw material is, sometimes level of raw material is here. Now, in this case, the minimum, this is set to be the minimum level, this is set to be the maximum level, this is set to be the maximum level. When purchase order size reach into the stores, when purchase order size reach into the store, that equal to we will maximum level. Okay. Now the question is at what level of raw material this carrying cost rupees 3 will multiply. This is the rupees 3 per unit per annum. Now, what will be the total carrying cost during the year? What will be the total carrying cost during the year? Then now this is the for 1 unit. This is the for 1 unit. So it is assumed that neither maximum unit is taken nor minimum unit is taken. It is taken on average consumption, Sometimes upside, sometimes downside. We ignore this upside and downside. Just you take the average. Just to take the average, that is the average consumptions we considered. This is the average. That's why carrying cost is calculated on average. That I mean average means that is the average inventory means order size divided by 2. That's right. Here was order size 1000 divided by 2, that is a 500. Here 2000 divided by 2, that is a 1000. 4000 divided by 2, that is 2000. This is the average inventory is calculated for carrying cost. The carrying cost is higher here because of here it is multiplied by 3. This will be the 10,000, 30,000 here. In this case, carrying cost multiplied by 3. This is the 1500 here. It means if you increase the order size increase, carrying cost decrease. Carrying cost increase. So order size increase. If you will increase the order size, carrying cost increase. Here we are seeing the 30,000 carrying cost will incur. Here is the 1500 carrying cost incur. That's why carrying cost graph will go upside like this. If the graph will you draw for ordering cost, for carrying cost, it will intersect at any point. The intersection points, the unit is said to be the EOQ. This is the EOQ. Other thing, from this graph we have find that ordering cost plus carrying cost is same at EOQ, or because on the same intersection point we are considering, the carrying cost will be the same, ordering cost as well as will be the same, ordering cost and carrying cost is the same. This is the from graph we have learned. Okay. Now, what is the assumptions of EOQ that I'm going to make you understand? Annual consumption of raw material is a constant. Annual consumption of raw material is constant. Carrying cost per unit per annum is not changed. Carrying cost is calculated on average inventory that I am already discussed here. Price of the raw material does not change during the period. Price of the raw material does not change. Ordering cost per order is a constant and it is calculated at a total number of order. Ordering cost per order is constant and it is calculated as the total number of order. Total number of order equal to annual consumption raw material divided by order size. Okay. The same formula can be proved on the basis of this. At UQ, proof of this formula, at UQ ordering cost equal to carrying cost. Ordering cost this equal to carrying cost. Ordering cost means annual consumption divided by UQ. This is the number of order. This is a number of order into ordering cost per order. Ordering cost per order. Carrying cost is calculated order size, average inventory UQ number of order divided by 2 into carrying cost. Okay. Now solving this, you will get this. This is a UQ. I am giving the same example here. Annual consumption 20,000. Ordering cost this. What is the question? Calculate UQ. Interpret the results. Prove the definition of UQ with the example. Example you have to prove. UQ you will calculate. This is a 5,000. Now interpretation is what? UQ is a 5,000. UQ 5,000. If your order size is 4,000, order size is 600, 667. Either order size decrease, order size increase. The ordering cost plus carrying cost at this level will be higher than UQ. Higher than UQ. This is the interpretation. UQ 5,000 means either your order size is more than 5,000 or order size less than 5,000. Ordering cost plus carrying cost will higher than UQ 5,000. Higher than UQ 5,000. That I will prove with the examples here. UQ 5,000 means order size of the raw material 5,000. Then total ordering cost plus carrying cost is lower than any other order size. This is the ordering cost plus carrying cost lower than any other order size. Any other order size. This is the EOQ, economic order quantity. That I am going to prove here. Suppose order size is more than 5,000 here. Suppose order size is less than 5,000 here. And 4,000, 5,000 and 6,667. Under 3 order size, we are going to calculate ordering cost plus carrying cost. Just to see number of orders, A divided order size, that is the 5. Number of order 4. Average inventory order size divided by 2. This is the average inventory. This is calculated for the carrying cost. This is calculated for ordering cost. Ordering cost number of orders into ordering cost per order. This is the this. Carrying cost average inventory into carrying cost per unit per annum. This. And after adding this ordering cost plus carrying cost, you will get 15,375 at 4,000 orders. 15,000 at 5,000 order size, and 10, this is a 15,000, 15,600, 10,002 rupees 2 is there, that is a 15,627 at 6,667 orders. It means what? It means what? It means whether order size higher, total ordering cost plus carrying cost is higher than EOQ. Whether order size is lower than EOQ, total ordering cost plus carrying cost is higher than EOQ. At order size EOQ, the ordering cost plus carrying cost is 15,000. Whether I am taking the 4,000, ordering cost plus carrying cost higher than 15,000. Whether I am taking higher than 5,000, ordering cost plus carrying cost is higher than 15,000. It means what? This is the EOQ at which ordering cost plus carrying cost is lower. That we have to prove. Okay. Now the question is 15,000 is here. 15,375. And other things. Here the carrying cost is 7,500. Here the carrying cost is 7,500. Ordering cost plus carrying cost is equal at EOQ. This is proved. Okay. Now the question is discount. Suppose EOQ, here in this question EOQ is of 5,000. At 5,000 ordering cost plus carrying cost is lower than any other order size. But supplier is going to pay you discount purchase price in purchasing the raw material. Here on purchase orders 7,000. Now the question is whether it is better to purchase 7,000 and availing the discount offer, or it is better to purchase 5,000 using EOQ. In this case, we have to calculate purchase cost, because purchase cost we will purchase here with the discount. Here we purchase without discount. The here purchase cost will be higher. But ordering cost plus carrying cost is higher here. Here purchase cost is lower. Here ordering cost plus carrying cost is lower. At UQ, ordering cost plus carrying cost lower. At UQ you are not getting discount. That's why you will have to pay purchase cost higher. So in this way, what we have to evaluate, we have to calculate three costs: purchase cost, ordering cost plus carrying cost at EOQ and discount offer size, which is lower, that is accepted. Okay, look at it. At EOQ, total ordering cost plus carrying cost is lower than any other order size, but purchase cost of raw material is high. At discount offer, order size, purchase cost of the raw material is lower, but total ordering cost plus carrying cost is higher. To evaluate discount offer, we calculate total purchase cost of raw material plus ordering cost plus carrying cost. Lower one is selected. We are going to give the one example. Suppose one 600 units, ordering cost rupees 10 per order. Price of the raw material rupees 6 per unit. Carrying cost 20% of the value. What this means? 20%. 20% of the price of the raw material. This is calculated like this. The 20% of the price of the raw material, that is the 6 rupees 1.20. In second, first you have to calculate EOQ. In second, what is asking? Evaluate the discount of 5% order size. 5%. If order size is 200 raw material, you have to calculate first EOQ. Now, if order size 200 units of raw material, if you are going to purchase raw material 200 units, you will pay 5% of discount. 5% discount. What this means? Right now the price of raw material is rupees 6. When you order 200 units, then price of raw material rupees 6 minus 1.05, it will be rupees 5.30. It means whether EOQ is better or this will be better, that you have to decide. Now first I am going to calculate here EOQ. EOQ is 100 units. It means at 100 units the price of raw material is at the rate of 6. In 200 units price of the raw material is 5.30. Now the question is whether it is better to purchase the raw material 200 or it is purchase the raw material 100 units. Because of 100 units EOQ. EOQ means what? Ordering cost plus carrying cost at this is lower, but ordering cost plus carrying cost at 200 units is higher, but purchase price is lower. Here purchase price is higher. That we have to evaluate. Whenever you will have to evaluate the discount offer, in that case we need to calculate the three: ordering cost, carrying cost plus purchase cost of raw material, which I am going to show here. Look at it. EOQ, discount offer. Price here 6, here price 5.70. Carrying cost 20% the raw material, that is 1.20. 20% is 1.14. Number of order 6, number of order days. Average inventory 50, average inventory this 100. Okay. Purchase cost 600. Actually annual requirement was just 600. That's why purchase cost 600 into 6, that equal 3600. 600 into 5.70, that is the 3420. Now ordering cost this and ordering cost this 60. So this is the ordering cost plus this is the 120 on 120. Okay. Here ordering cost plus this is 144. The ordering cost, carrying cost here is higher, but purchase price will decrease 3420, 36, 3600. At EOQ, ordering cost on carrying cost is always lower. At discount offer, ordering cost plus carrying cost is always higher. At EOQ, purchase cost is higher. At discount offer, purchase cost is lower. Okay. Adding these all, 3720 per annum you are going to ex expense, and 3564 is expenditure here. Out of these two, which one is better? That this one is a lower cost, that's why discount offer is accepted. Okay, then now the total cost as per the discount offer is lower, then the UQ has a discount offer should be accepted. Okay, thank you class. In next classes we will solve some problems.